We are live. They can hear us now.
Oh, so they can hear us now?
Yeah, they can hear us now.
Always that.
Yep. So that's the way of doing it. Usually we have a sound person in there with headphones and listen to this thing. Yeah, always
See if it echoes back through there.
It will. You got that. Yeah, you got your mic right there. You can go through it. I'll turn that off. I can hear it here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, that mic will pick that up pretty bad.
Looks like we got one person viewer.
Oh, that's cool.
Maybe that's me.
Yeah, Mike, that is from you. It says 2 now because I'm on there.
Oh, sweet.
A lot of people are probably still riding, enjoying life. Which one's your water?
This one's mine.
Okay.
Behind you.
Alright, there we go. Yeah. 3. We got 3. Someone else is
2,
watching.
1.
Well. Welcome to the podcast. Hopefully it sounds good. I'm listening to it on here. I can hear echo. Hopefully you guys can't hear echo, but I'm here with Les. We're enjoying this beautiful, beautiful sunset out here. Oh man, I bet you all wish you were here.
Yeah, I bet they do. I'll tell you what, though. It has been hot as can be this week
Yeah.
here in Myrtle Beach.
Yes, it has.
It really has.
Yeah.
So even the locals are complaining it's too hot.
All right, let me get the comments here in case I can see if I can get them on here. Give me a second, comments and reactions so I can see them. All right, so if you guys want any questions or anything like that, just let us know. We did go to a couple dealerships throughout here. There's like 2, right?
Yeah.
Indian.
Yeah, a couple Indian dealerships.
Mm-hmm.
One's really close and one's a little bit of a drive. A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like 2 hours.
2 hours. It was crazy. 2 hours.
Yeah.
At least I know that the sound's working now, so I can take that headphones off. But anyway. So anyway, we went to the one 2 hours ago, which is probably the best that we've been to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, American Biker.
American Bikers are freaking cool as. Man, look at my leg; it's so huge. But the American Biker is probably the best Indian I've been to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ever.
A lot of nostalgic stuff in there. They were a Victory dealer prior to that.
Yep.
And the same owner, a lot of the same staff has been there throughout the whole progression of the dealership. Debbie was really helpful.
Oh yeah, she was. She's very helpful. Very exciting to go to that place. I actually went there and saw a white. I'm trying to get my knee down here so you guys can see it. I actually saw a white Pursuit 112 down there. It's a dark horse, beautiful bike. Oh my gosh, it's my dream bike.
Yeah, Chris fell in love with it. We didn't think he was going to leave the dealership. That was in Charleston, right?
Yeah, Charleston. Yep.
Charleston. So, yeah, actually it was about a 2 hour drive to get down there.
Yep. It's freaking hot in Kentucky too. Behind the bar it says. No joke. My daughter's been complaining. She's been calling me up and saying, "Can you turn the air conditioning down?" And I look at it and said, "It's 72." She said, "Still hot in the house. Still hot in the house."
You know, it's funny because we had all the rain and stuff before we left, and then we left, and it's been like sunny and blazing hot back home.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's going to rain when we get back. Though watch.
It's going to be a very long drive on the way back. It's going to be.
It will be. It absolutely will be.
Now we did do some film footage. It was kind of weird up here at the Pamela one. What's that, Coastal Indian?
Yeah, at Murrel's Inlet here in Myrtle Beach, the Coastal Iron Indian motorcycle.
Yeah. I was going to do some filming in there. They had a lot of good bikes. They sold 3 Elites out of that store. The actual Pursuit Elites. I don't know how many they sold of the white Challengers.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they said that they've sold. They get more because they're like one of their best sellers, I guess, in this area.
Yeah, that's what they said. They actually were allotted more Elites.
Yeah.
Because of how many they sell. So.
And believe it or not, I was actually gonna go and film that place, but the guy said he had to call the owner and get permission, and the guy never came and talked to me. So I didn't do any filming. I like to ask the dealerships that, hey, listen, can I film, give you some free advertisement, right?
Right.
We're actually sitting next to each other. My camera is going blurry for some reason. I don't know why it's not tracking me. I put my hand up there, maybe it'll track it. But yeah, I don't know why I'm blurry.
We need that tech guy. I keep telling you.
You know what?
Hey, there, it's straightened out.
There, it's straightened out. I need to update the firmware, I guess. But we were right next to each other, actually, so we're not in different states or anything like that. I just did a 2-camera setup. I'm trying to make it a little bit different, and it seems to be working out. So Nightbot is on the channel, it looks like. Nightbot's doing his thing.
Yeah, so, when we went to Charlotte, I've been on the lookout for one of these hats. Now, these were a giveaway, I guess, at the Indian dealerships on a Saturday or something.
Yep.
And I've been looking for quite some time trying to get one of these hats and not had any luck. And as I went by a display, they had an old gas pump where the center of it was hollowed out. All of the guts were taken out of it.
Oh, yeah.
And had some shelves in it, had some oil cans in there, and this hat was thrown in there. So I grabbed it up out of their display and took it to Debbie and said, hey, I'll give you something for this hat. I've been looking for one. I'd like to get one. And she was nice enough to give me the hat. Of course, we were buying a couple shirts and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, we a bunch of... And it was really weird. Every time we had a shirt in our hand, she took it away from us.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're right, she did, because she would take it up to the parts counter and give it to that guy.
So I think they have a lot of things stolen at that dealership. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It was really weird. It's but it was hospitality. Now, that's the first Indian dealer I've actually seen actually sell Harley-Davidson boots.
Yeah.
And not sell any Harley-Davidson motorcycles.
Yeah, because I made the comment when I walked in. I said, "What's all this Harley stuff doing here?" It's really odd because they did have a good selection of Harley items there. But yeah.
So I heard well, we'll stay on that. Focused on the Indian. Now we really wanted to go to the Battleship.
Yeah, Battleship
Indian.
Battleship Indian up in Wilmington, North Carolina, and it's about 80-90 miles north of us.
And we might still go up there tomorrow. We'll see how the weather is. But right now, the sun's setting, and there's a gorgeous view right here of the ocean. So this podcast is probably not be that long, but we just wanted to get one out. Hopefully, how's it looking behind the wheels? Is because the internet's been really shaky here, and the last 2 nights it's been pretty good. So I said, let's go ahead and try and do a podcast. But at the beginning of the week, it was doing 5 megabytes up, and it was not going to be very good.
Yeah, it's actually dropping off a lot too. So surfing USA Today, trying to catch some news, and it kept kicking me off of their internet. So hopefully it's working very well.
Yes, hopefully they're still on there. Maybe they can tell us here. Oh, there's 7 people on there.
Yeah, 7 people joined now.
All right, well, get in the chat, guys. Ask us some questions. I do have some. Let's see here. I just put some lives up, folks. We got BC Customs. It's going to be on here on July 6th. He does a lot of Indian parts and accessories. It's going to be a really good podcast with him. His name's Bob. And then the next week after that, we have an opening. And then we're going to have, who is the next one? Oh, Bearded Bobber, Indian ambassador for Indian. And then the week after that, we're going to have the IMRG at Chattanooga. I can never say that name for some reason.
Chattanooga.
Yeah, and we might actually have, I'll try to get Crockett on here too. Crockett Power Sports, the owner of that, on here, because they're the ones actually doing the song and dance down there for the Jack Daniels event. So we're going to go over a ton of Jack Daniels stuff, and that's going to be in 4 weeks, I guess, pretty much. That's pretty close. So that's going to be on the 26th or 27th. I'll have to look and see what the actual date on that is, and that's going to be, most of them is going to be on Sunday, it looks like, for July.
Yeah, today is June 26th, right?
Yep, Finesse is there. Hey, and that's another
Finesse.
thing. Hey,
guy.
Finesse. Finesse was down here. We met him, and it was great experience. You know, he was sick, so I got to give him a little bit of props. Or I had to give him a little bit of leeway because we didn't want to get sick.
Yeah, absolutely.
We did meet him at the dealership. We did meet him at a couple of stores down the road. Great guy. If you haven't followed Finesse the Challenger, please go to his channel and follow him. He will be down at the Jack Daniels. And Finesse, I had to get a hold of you. I talked to him today. It looks like we're going to be doing the podcast on Thursday night, right when they're doing signups. Probably about an hour or two, and we got a little bit of a time frame there that we can do the podcast at the dealership down there. And that's going to be in, what is that, October?
October
9th and 11th.
Yeah, 9th and 11th. Yep.
Yeah, and then
3
we're
days.
probably going to do a recap of the event on Saturday, possibly. So we'll see how that works out. But we're definitely going to be doing the one on Thursday. So see if that works with your time frame to be down there. We will be talking to the owner of Crockett Power Sports, and let's see, we got Jeff, and I think it's Ed. I think it's Ed.
I'm not sure.
I'm lost my mind. I had all these notes, and you know, my wife's supposed to help me out, and you know, she's always on here saying, "Chris, you need to do this, you need to do that." But guess what? She's down on the beach.
Yep.
She said she wasn't going to do no part of this podcast, and I said, "Thanks."
That's an absolute true story.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
We were like 2 minutes to go live, and they were booking out the door with some containers to go get some sand and seashells. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. Meet Finesse and his family. Man, talk about a nice family.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Very, very nice.
The girls just started meshing really good. Hopefully it did.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the way it looked like to me.
They did.
And my wife really wants to buy a Challenger now, it looks like. So we'll see how that works out. We got to get her on one when I get back home. I'll put her on the church. You know, you're going to be on one side of the bike. I'm going to be on the other side of the bike. And we're going to slowly keep her up.
All right, man. We can do that. I think we need to get some of those big inflatable bumpers like they use at the bowling alley, you know?
Exactly.
You know, just give her a narrow little place to go, and if she starts to go one way or the other, she'll bounce off of the blow up bumper, right?
Yep.
That'll work.
And Finesse, make sure you wear that shirt on one of your one of your videos, and make sure you tell them where you got it from.
Yeah, it's a high mileage shirt. It has about 800 miles on it.
Yes,
now.
it does. Yeah, it's actually the same shirt as this we got on right now. I have a white one. I almost wore the white one today, but he came out of the room. We went to a couple places today. Where did we go today? We didn't go to Indian Dealers, but
No, not today.
we went somewhere this morning. We went to
The Gay Dolphin.
oh yeah, the Gay Dolphin, and down the Boardwalk and all that kind of stuff. It's a big souvenir kind of store. It's one of the oldest ones in this area.
So if you're not familiar with Myrtle Beach and the Gay Dolphin, so it is the original souvenir shop here in Myrtle Beach. It's been in business since 1946, and we had the pleasure of meeting the owner while we were there. We were checking out some stuff, and old gentleman come putzing along. He was stocking the shelves, and started to talk to him a little bit. Turns out he was the owner. His dad started the business in '46, and he's worked there. What did he say? How many years?
Since he was 5 years old.
Yeah, since he was 5 years old. So
It looked like he was in his 60s, 70s.
Yep, very interesting guy. Super nice guy. So if you're ever down here, go down and visit him.
That guy can talk.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's got a lot of stories about how he's sourced all of the souvenirs, how he worked through the years with his dad, those kinds of things. But yeah, really super nice guy. Super nice guy.
Now I'll tell you what. I mean, Finesse could say the same thing. Let me make sure I get all the comments here. Finesse could probably say the same thing. Myrtle Beach. If you go down to Panama City, it's kind of similar to Myrtle Beach. It does, but it's not as crowded. So if you go to Panama City almost every single year, and believe me, I've been in June, and you can't hardly find places in the beach down there in Panama City. The difference is it's white sands down there, and down here you got the kind of brown sands. That's the only thing different. but the beaches are not crowded. It's freaking perfect. I mean, you go out here and there's like, you can put a tent anytime you, a beach towel anytime you want. It's a gorgeous place out here. And the actual way the roads are and that kind of stuff, it's not as crowded as Panama City, but you got the same t-shirt places, you got the same pancake places, you got the Waffle House, you got everything. And I mean, and the roads, I mean, if you want to go somewhere like 15 miles down the road, you can get there. In Panama City, you're waiting in traffic for about 2 hours and to get somewhere. And down here, you just zip anywhere you want to. There's a couple places that have some some congestion, but really it's not. I mean, it's very, I mean, I would love to have a place down here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So how many pancake places do you think there are here?
Well,
I mean, a bunch, right?
Yeah, there's a bunch, man.
God.
When we first got here for the first 2 days, we drove everywhere. I didn't see a pancake place ever. And then we decided, we saw this place called Johnny D's. It's a waffle place down here. And I said, well, maybe we should go that one of these days. And it was like probably the second day we were here. And then after that, we seen every freaking waffle and pancake place ever. I mean, there's like every block there's a pancake place. So there's tons.
There was Alpha pancakes, Omega pancakes. No joke. No joke.
But they got the Eagle shirts here. They got all the Surfside shirt places here. If you want a shirt, 3 for whatever it is, the prices are $25 or something like that. Some of these places have. You can get any shirt you want. Okay.
Absolutely can. Absolutely can.
But yeah, I mean, the story about I'll be honest with you, Les has been. I've had this 1901 hat forever. And he's been begging every time he goes someplace. He's been begging. He's actually said he's going to steal mine.
I don't know. Begging's kind of a strong word.
Well, not begging. He's been looking very hard. I mean, every freaking corner of any store or dealer looking for the 1901. He's asked them to see if they had some in the back, and we just happened to go down this place. So we decided, well, let's go ahead and go. It's 2 hours to check it out, and I'm glad we did. It's really, it's a nice nice place. And we go in there, and he walks to a guy. He always loves these like fake oil cans and stuff like that. They had a fake oil can and a pump right next to some shirts, and he went straight to that thing, and bingo, there was 1901, the brand new. Indian just released a brand new line of shirts and hats. They collabed with a couple people. It's like kind of teal and black, and it's pretty nice. I should have got that hat when I was down there. I didn't know that it's only going to be in dealers, because I went to the website and they said you can only go to dealers and get this stuff. The hat is great. It looks just like that, but it's black with an outline of teal around the 1901. But it was on the top, and he just looks for a second. His wife always saw it, and she was like, "I can't believe he hasn't saw it yet." And it just clicked in his head. Oh my God, that's what I've been looking for all my life. It's 1901.
I found the unicorn of hats.
Yeah, the unicorn of hats, man. I mean, and what's really weird, strange, they've never sold this hat. It's always been free. So it's like a lot of dealerships use it for, if you buy a, chieftain or a motorcycle, Indian motorcycle, they give you this hat free. But they came out at the beginning of the spring, and nobody else is,
I don't know why I didn't get one. They were giveaways at the dealerships, and I don't know where we were at, or I didn't know about it, or whatever the event was. But I missed out, and nobody had any more of them, and I couldn't find them anywhere.
Yeah.
I see this one just happened to be sitting in there as a display. And Debbie there at American Biker, she even said, "Oh, you picked up part of my display." But
she was a character.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got her on. We got some video of that store. I will put that together when I get home, and we'll release that. Like I said, I told them. I mean, I asked them. I said, "Can I film?" And there's a YouTuber that goes there and films all the time. I can't remember what hedgehog or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And he goes there and films all the time. I wish we would have met him when he was down here. I heard he's a pretty cool guy, but I didn't really email him. Maybe I'll email him and see if I can get him on there. He does a lot of Second Amendment kind of stuff, and he also does a lot of Indian versus Harley reviews. If you go to his channel, you should check him out. But he wasn't down there, but they know him, because he's been there. They said he hung out there for almost a year doing reviews and stuff, and they didn't know what he was doing. And then one day, hold on a second, we got
A couple of comments here.
yeah, we do. So I think it's a T1000. Laugh out loud. All right. Who the heck is Nightbot? Just type in there behind the bars what Nightbot's doing. It is actually a bot. It's there to clear up all the trash and stuff like that. Our Indian Adventures is both your sons live in Jansen, 5 minutes from America Biker. Great dealership. Oh, both of my sons. My eyes. I gotta get some glasses here. But yep. Yeah, check out his channel too. Our Indian Adventures. He's in the IMRG. That's Chris there, and his wife and him do some good content too. So check out his channel, and we'll see him in Tennessee. And actually, we'll probably have him back on the. I think he's going to be in Tennessee. I hope he is. I know Brian's going to be, and he's usually hanging out with him, and he's up in the regional of IMRG. So he's a pretty good guy. Yeah, so glad you're on the podcast. Did you guys got any questions or anything about Myrtle Beach or anything about the dealers? Yeah, that is like the best dealership I've been to.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to
Really
Iron
cool.
Pony. Iron Pony's okay. Iron Pony's like a supermarket.
Yeah, it's the Walmart of motorcycles
Yeah.
and motorcycle stuff.
Yeah, if you want a helmet, go to Iron Pony. If you want pants, go to Iron Pony.
Yep, they
If
have
you
it.
want to look at some Indians, go there. But if you want to
Parts.
parts, go there. Anything you want, it's a superstore for, you know.
Yeah, it is. It
like
really
Walmart.
is a superstore.
Yeah.
It's an old Kmart or something, right?
Yeah.
I think it is. So you can imagine the size.
And speaking of that, Iron Pony, I think it's June 27th, is their Indian demo days. So if you want to go, not June, July 27th. June's already over, right? No, that's right. Yeah,
This-
June 27th.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, June 27th.
All right, let me
is
look.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I believe it's tomorrow. Chris, if you can help me out here, I think you probably are going there. We'll both be at the Jack Daniels and King of the Baggers. You're exactly right. I don't know if Les is going to be there. He's got a trip he's going on, but he's going to try. But yes, I will be there.
Yeah, we have a bike trip. We'll end up down in Alabama, and I'm not sure if we're coming back on that Friday or riding back on a Saturday. If we're riding Friday, then we'll try to get up there. But
Yep, we'll see how it works out. Hopefully you can.
yeah, definitely want to go.
Yeah. But it's been a great. I mean, go on a vacation. It sucks not having your bike, but on the way down here, it's a good thing we didn't ride down here because we were stuck in traffic for like 3 to 4 hours, going maybe 5 to 10 miles per hour, and sometimes, and it just wouldn't have been fun. I mean, there was a ton of people riding motorcycles,
Yeah,
but I can tell you, it wear you out really quick.
Oh yeah, where you out, man? It was hot too. You know, it wasn't like it was a 70-degree day. It was hot. It was 85, 90, and the bikes would have been hot, and we've been creeping along for a couple of hours anyway.
Yeah. Let me get some of the comments up here.
Iron Pony demo days, 6/27 and 6/28.
Sweet, thank you, Chris. I knew you'd figure it out for me. And that's a really good dealership. Now Mark, he's probably not on here. He's probably sleeping because he works lots of hours. But he's great up there. He's the president up there. Great guy. He will be doing all them rides up there. Him and his team. Fabulous place to go do some demo rides. So, and you get to ride the new 112.
Yeah, we actually went to a couple of Harley dealers too. Don't forget those.
Yeah. Even though we're because we both ride Indian, we got to have that Harley dealership stuff in here. And that what is that coastal one? What was that one down there?
Sea Breeze.
Sea Breeze. That's a nice Harley.
Yeah, really nice place. They weren't pushy at all.
Yep. And they had some bikes.
Yeah,
They had tons of bikes.
Had several bikes.
CBOs, anything you want. It was a great dealership. They had some. They also have a lot of apparel there. Tons of apparel. I actually bought a shirt from them. I'm not. I'm bipart. What do you call it? Partial. You know.
Agnostic.
Agnostic. I mean, I
Brand
like
agnostic.
Harley Davidsons. I'm not like crazy. I mean, I love Indians. But I love the pursuit. That's what I'm looking for. But man, Harley's got some beautiful bikes, and they had a lot down there that they actually did special things to. You know,
Yeah.
pinstriping, different paint jobs. There was a red and black that would fade. Oh my God, it was a beautiful bike.
Beautiful bike.
Yeah, and they had some 131s in there that was, you know,
They did.
they had the Screaming Eagle kits on them.
Mhm.
Very good bikes. Let's see. I want to make sure I don't miss any comments here. But that dealership was really good. But you know, one thing I noticed, and that's at every single one of these Harley Davidson dealerships, they're not in the business of selling bikes. I mean, it's strange.
You know, yeah, seemingly, because when you go in, you know, it's almost like the salesmen don't want to greet you. It's like they want you to go to them, and maybe that's part of their tactic, you know.
Yeah, I might be bipolar.
But I think that's part of their tactic. Is if you know, if they're not the typical used car salesman in that pressure kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
But complete opposite of that.
Yeah.
Complete opposite.
Yeah, and then we went to the other one. What was that one called?
Yeah, Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach.
Harley-Davidson Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, and that was a little old school kind of Harley dealership. It hasn't been. It has a new, not the new building. They don't have the big skyscraper
Right.
kind of thing. You know, got dual layers and stuff like that. That was a more of a family kind of dealership. They had a ton of used bikes out there, and they had a bunch of apparel.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
These Harley Davidson dealerships down here have more apparel on the floor than they do bikes.
You know, that's actually true. When, at least in the case of Seabreeze and Myrtle Beach here, half of the showroom was all apparel.
And I think it makes sense because it's, you know, this is a tourist area, and people. I mean, there's actually dedicated stores fronts in some of these little malls around here are nothing but Harley Davidson.
Yeah, they're shirts and just Harley Davidson stuff.
Yeah.
You know, trinkets.
So one of them was, I don't know if that was the owner or not, but it was manager. And I walked in there, and I said, "You need to start over in that corner back there and put some Indian stuff." And I said, about 10 years when I come back, this whole store will be Indian, and Harley Davidson will be back here.
I think she said you can't put Harley in the corner or something like that. I don't know. But
It was great.
yeah, no, it was good. When we went to the Myrtle Beach Harley Davidson, when I went in, of course, I had on my Indian Sturgis
Yes.
mechanic shirt, and of course it says Indian motorcycle great big on the back of it. And the lady behind the apparel desk said, "We gotta get that guy on a Harley." And I said, "Probably won't happen." You know, look back here on my shirt. And you know, I had a good conversation though with the lady at the apparel desk. She was asking, you know, "Why do you like Indian?" And I was able to sit and talk to her about why I really like the Indian, and I'd had Harleys in the past and that kind of thing. So it was actually fun to meet her and get to talk to her and
Yeah.
actually, you know, talk up the brand a little bit.
Everybody was friendly. I mean,
Oh,
everybody's
yeah.
friendly down here.
Oh yeah.
No issues, but like I said, there's something different because I went to High Stakes about a month ago. I went to a couple other dealerships. It's something different about Harley. They're not like going crazy and trying to, you know, just push you into a bike. They're letting you look around. They're not following you around. You know, they're not going in the bathroom with you to make sure you ain't leaving. And that's kudos. There's something different about Harley, and I think that's going to help them out. I really do think it's going to help them
Well, at
out.
least down here, I had to tell the guy up in Cincinnati I was going to the bathroom to get him off of my arm.
Welcome to the podcast, Dallas.
Yeah, he was kind of trying to elbow lock with me, you know, and show me around. It was horrible.
And we missed the mobbing in the mountains. Hopefully we'll hit that next year. I mean, I know Dallas. I think Dallas might have been there. I know Behind the Bars was there. It looks like an outstanding event. Rolling Throttle puts that together. Great guy, great husband and wife team. And kudos to them because it looked freaking fantastic back. That event looked fantastic. I heard it rained one day, but that was it.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we can get down there at least a day or two this next year. This year it just didn't work out because of the timing on it and the dates and vacation availability and that kind of thing. So we hope to see you guys next year there. So for sure.
Go to rollingthrottle.com. Check it out. And you'll get the information of what happened this year. I'm sure they're going to have a bunch of content coming out. I know Dr. Harley's going to have a bunch of content coming out. He brought one video up, and then he took one down, but he's going to bring another one. He didn't like how he did it, but there's going to be a lot of content there. I know behind the bars is going to have a ton of content. Hopefully their cameras didn't break. I heard somebody's camera broke on the handlebars. I don't know which one it was. Yeah,
I think it was Doc Harley. I think he said the camera came completely off, and he was going down the road and had to catch it or something. I was watching his podcast last night. He was talking about that. And
I believe the only thing was anything that happened was just a clutch that went out. No incidents. It's very safe. I understand. So kudos to you guys. Great event. Next year we'll try to get down there. But you know what? That's one thing I like about also everybody I met doing this podcast. We try to help out each other. Even though I don't know Rolling Throttle, I don't know Dallas, they always come in here and jump on, support us. Thank you guys. Behind the wheels, thank you guys. We appreciate that. We just got to get more of that support. We just need to get about 1,000 subscribers. Help us out.
Well, you still got to fill that box up, man.
Yeah, we got to fill that box up, man. I'm telling you, it's slow, but we got a lot of video coming up. I mean, where we're going to be doing some kind of installs and stuff like that. We got some of that coming. I got an air filter I got to put on my Challenger or my new what do you call it?
Oh, it says Michael from Meg's motorcycle adventure camera fell off.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was Doc Harley, but I was wrong. Sorry about that, guys. I misspoke.
I'll tell you what. That probably, having Meg there, that was probably a show by itself. Have you ever watched her? Holy smokes! What does she do in the spring or something like that? In some kind of birthday, on her birthday, she rides her Harley in a bathing suit in the middle of winter.
Oh, geez.
If that's the same Meg I'm talking about. Oh yeah. It's crazy, and I think she's a lawyer too. So, and the camera guy, I think that they got to be getting married or something. Yeah. But I've watched some of her stuff. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, what can I say? Mobbing the mountains next year, 2026. And
well,
then
hopefully we can fit that in along with a trip out to Sturgis.
Yeah, so we're planning on going to Sturgis. We announced it today on our IMRG. We're going to look at 5 to 6 families, right?
Couples,
husbands
couples,
and couples, yeah. Couples, yeah. And I've never been there, so I want to check it out. I know we got the other one they're talking about, which I just found out. What is that, the Durango or something like that?
Yeah, Durango, I think.
In Colorado. I don't know much about that. I think Chris is going to teach me everything I learn. I mean, it's going to teach me everything about that event, because I guess they skipped it last year, but it was the year before, and they said it's outstanding in Colorado. I've never been to Colorado either, so.
I've been, man. We go out there, we can ride at Pikes Peak.
So much riding with them. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I think she had a Harley ST, if I'm not mistaken. That's what she has now. And then the cameraman, I think he upgraded his motorcycle. But yeah, they're pretty good. Let's see here. What else we got here? Anybody else got any comments? I think I put that out there. Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. Yeah. All right, so we got like people jumping in and out. At least put the thumbs, likes, do the likes. Click on that thing right there. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Let's do a little bit of call outs here. This is wasn't scheduled. I just scheduled it last night. Podcast. We're at this lovely place. What is this place called?
It's Westgate Resorts.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful place. It's right out there on the ocean. Believe it or not, in the morning the waves are way out there, like almost 100 yards, and by night they're right almost to the door here.
Yeah.
It's crazy how the ocean changes so much. But it's beautiful. Yeah, keep on doing them lights. Keep doing them lights. Punch that thing, man. Put a hole in your keyboard. Just keep on clicking it. Click it. But anyway. All right, so we talked about the dealerships.
Yep.
And we're also talking about, there is a surprise that we're going to talk about that on, we're going to talk about that one on, I guess we'll have a podcast on Monday night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have a podcast on Monday night. Les will have a little bit of announcement on Monday night. It's going to be pretty wild. And then I might have an announcement the day after on the next podcast. We'll see how that works out. I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see.
I think it will. I have faith.
Yeah, we'll see. It's a work in progress. So we got a lot of things going on. No sponsors or anything like that. We're just looking at some different things, different ventures, different things. Yeah, I might have to get a trailer. But yeah, that kind of stuff. All right, let's see what Behind the Bars got here. So much fun riding. Yeah, I bet. Come on, guys. Put some comments out there. Show us some love. Ask us some questions. No, Les is not going to undress. Don't ask them to undress, okay? None of that stuff.
I think you'd lose some subscribers.
Yeah, you
with
probably
that,
would.
man.
You probably would.
No doubt about it. Nobody wants to see that.
How's it looking out there? I mean, this internet, I'm telling you, man, it was very, very flaky. And
Behind the Bar says someone getting a Harley.
someone getting a Harley?
Not quite.
Not quite. No. Might be a Japanese motorcycle, metric or something like that. Nah, I'm lying about that. What's that saying that your son said? Lying when it's...
Oh, yeah. You only lie if it benefits you?
Yeah. Yeah, you only lie when it benefits you. But no. Yeah, we're going to keep it a secret. You guys tune in on Monday night and you'll find out. Yeah, it's going to be pretty wild. Man, you might have some pictures, right?
I might.
Yeah.
I might.
Yeah, you
We'll
might have
see.
some pictures, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be great.
We will see.
We do have an opening on the podcast. Like I said, we got one on the 6th. Next week we don't have a guest. I know we did hang out with Finesse the Challenger, great guy. Check out his channel. He's an Indian ambassador too. And then we got Bob from BC Customs on July 6th. And then a week after that, we don't have a guest. Then after that, on the 20th, I believe, is the Bearded Bobber. All this is on our YouTube channel already scheduled. So go ahead and, put the announcement, click on that announcement button. So when we go live, you automatically know when it happens. And I'll help you out. All right, what do we got here?
They said the feed is crystal clear. So,
Oh, sweet.
so it's
man.
working.
Then it's working, man.
Yeah.
How you guys like the 2 camera setup like this? You guys like that? I mean, I'm trying to look at the camera as much as I can, but I got to look at these comments that are down here because my wife decided to stay on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's that look? I mean, you guys like that, or do you thought maybe just one camera with both of us sitting in the same love seat? I don't like that. All right.
We're actually sitting in 2 different seats. The cameras are like this.
Yeah, crisscross. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I'll get it right on the screen. There we go.
Oh.
Yeah, they're actually crisscrossed. So we're not sitting on the same couch.
Let's see. BC Customs did some custom levers on my Challenger and knocked him out of the park. Yes, he can do with the finger grips and just regular too, by the way. And he can do a lot more. He does a lot of, I think, fiberglass and stuff like that. Or what do you call that? Not fiberglass. What do you call that? A crisscross.
Carbon.
Carbon. Yes, carbon. Couldn't think of it for some reason. But he does a lot of that work. Does a lot of painting work. If you look at the,
Talk about custom. What size wheel do you think was on that Harley? The first night that we got here.
That had to be, I think, maybe 30 inches.
It had to be.
Yeah.
It was huge. It was huge.
Yeah, so the first night we got here, there was a motorcycle that, has the big bags that fan out behind the motorcycle, and it had a huge front chrome rim that at least had to be 30 to 32 inches. I mean, it's about almost to my chest level. It was so high.
Massive.
Massive.
It's the biggest front wheel I've ever seen on a bike.
And I was like, there's no way that guy's able to turn. But man, I tell you what, that bike was gorgeous. He did take it down the road and it was running pretty fast. It has air ride and it kind of senses like if it's going to hit something and it raises up. So, because While I was in the parking lot, it was only about that far off the ground. I mean, like maybe an inch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was low. And then he started
Yeah.
taking on down the road, and it would raise up towards the level of the road without you even know it. It's not like really fast. It just it kind of senses the ground and knows where to go.
Yeah,
it was wild.
When he was in the parking lot, I actually stopped him and asked him. I said, "Man, how do you keep from grinding the corners of your ducktails?" I think I called them. I said, "How do you keep from grinding the corners of those things off? Because they were only, an inch off the ground at that point."
I think he just bought that motorcycle. He didn't do any work to it. He just bought it, or he saw it, because when Les started talking about engine upgrades and stuff like that, that guy just like rolled back and fell asleep. He had no idea what he was talking about. I said, "I don't know what you're talking about." It was crazy.
Yeah, it said he had not touched the inside of the engine at all. So.
Yeah, he did not know. He doesn't know anything about them engines. I guarantee it. So he might have just bought that bike, but the
cool,
bike
though.
was sweet. Yeah, it was a freaking
nice.
badass looking bike. And then his friend's bike was pretty cool too, because he met up with him. They were staying at the same place here. I haven't seen that motorcycle.
Yeah,
since.
I don't know if
So maybe he was leaving that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of them bikes around here. It's almost like the 4-wheel drives around here, where they're going down the road like this. Squatted.
Yeah.
They're not really allowed to do that anymore because the laws changed, but every Walmart parking lot you go to, they're all squatted.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
it's crazy down here.
Yeah, so the way they got around that was they added an air ride suspension in the back.
Yeah.
And when they want them squatted, they deflate the air ride. That's what they do, let them drop. But when they get back out on the road, they have to air them back up so that they're legal on the street.
Yeah, your new your new surprise has got air ride. It goes like this.
Does it? Does it squat?
Yeah, it squats.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll have to come down
It
here.
doesn't have that big old tire though.
Okay. I'll have to ride it in squatted mode.
Yeah, you have to, nobody on the back of it. Let that thing sit on the ground. That gives everybody a little hint what's going on here. We'll see if they can figure it out.
It could be a side by side. I mean, you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be.
His wife has a Riker. Could be that.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Be. Don't know.
Could be. He could be getting off 2 wheels, going on 3. He is getting old.
Hey, now, come on.
Well, geez. Let's see what we got
Not
here.
that old.
You're not that old.
Not that old.
Okay. But anyway, let's see what else. Like I said, we might go to Battleship tomorrow.
Maybe. Yeah. The USS North Carolina is permanently moored up in Wilmington, and it's about 90 miles north of us. And along with that is the battleship Polaris Indian, I think they call it, or Motorsports or something like that. But hoping to get a dealer shirt from there because it has the 3 16-inch guns in their dealer logo.
Yeah.
And it's really a cool looking logo, so hoping we can pick up a shirt from
Yeah,
there.
we're trying to pick up as many shirts as we can. I collect coins. He doesn't collect coins. I guess you can poker chips, I guess you can say. I do collect them. I like to collect them, see which ones I've been to. But yeah, I think that's going to be pretty cool because I saw that. But the deal is, and I think this is one of their problems, is as Indian grows, I go to a lot of Indian dealerships and try to find shirts, just like a Harley-Davidson rider does. This dealership, because I called them, and hopefully they're watching, or somebody in their area is going to watch this podcast and let them know, man, you got to get some dealerships shirts, because they don't have anything that has the 16-inch guns with Indian on it.
Right.
They just only have a dealership shirt. Oh, we got dealership shirt, but we don't have anything with Indian. I was like, I think you're missing the boat there.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, no pun intended.
Yeah, no pun intended. Yeah. They shot that boat up, Battleship. One of my favorite movies is Battleship. And you guys, anybody watch that movie? I think it came out like 20 years ago. But I just watched it 2 weeks ago before we came down here. And it's still high tech. I mean, today it's not like it's like fake. They put some graphics in that movie. If you ever get to watch it, watch Battleship. I think it was on Netflix, that kind of stuff. All right, so what we got here? Bob is a great dude. Ask him about his
Lost phone?
Oh boy. So I sent Bob a message, and I was like, well, this guy's ghosting me. He's not texting me back. What's going on, man? It's like, and the message is, hey, listen, I want to confirm July 6th or the 7th. or it was maybe July 5th, or it was July 6th or 7th, and I wasn't getting nothing back. And then I saw, Riding Fish's video or one of his shorts where, or I think he might have texted something on Facebook that said that Bob lost his phone and broken 1,000 pieces.
No.
That if you wanted to get a hold of him, go through Facebook. Well, I'm almost 100% of the time on my business page, which is Throttle and Iron. If you haven't already, please go to the Facebook and follow the page or like it. But either way, I couldn't. There was no message thing because I was in that group thing in that box. So I had to change back to Chris Mitchell, and then I finally was able to message him, and he messaged me back, within 15 minutes, and confirmed the date, and it was good to go. Good to go.
Well, Max has a question for you.
All right, what we got here? Max, what do you got? He said, bullshit. Where's my shirt? Well, Max, we're gonna go take a trip tomorrow. We're gonna go to that Indian dealership, even though it's been the third time we've been there. We went there like the first day we got here, and then the second time we went there, we went with Finesse the Challenger, and he bought a couple shirts. And then on our way home, you put a comment on the video that says, "Where's my shirt?"
Yep.
So we didn't know you wanted a shirt from that dealership. So now I'm going to go back tomorrow and get you a shirt, my friend.
Third time's a charm. You
Third
might buy a
time's a
bike while
charm.
you're there.
And I got to find a certain shirt because it's got to have a small front and a big ass back.
And it can't be red.
And it can't be red. So almost every one of their shirts was red.
Yeah.
I think I had a couple black ones, if that's okay. We'll see if that color works. But they don't have anything else. That dealership didn't have hardly anything.
Yeah, they didn't have a lot of shirts. Just a very narrow selection of dealer shirts. And
supposedly that's one of the best Indian dealerships in this region.
Well, yeah. You talked about it, right? How they had sold several Elites.
Yeah. I don't know how the dealership gets. They got 3 of the green beast of the Pursuits and sold them all, but they got one left there that was not for sale. I'm not interested in that color.
Somebody is, because they're selling the crap out of
they're
them.
selling the crap out of them. What I see a lot of is the actual Challengers. They're still in a lot of dealerships still. I know Northern Kentucky still has one. I know Indian of Cincinnati still has one. So if you're you're looking for one of them, and I think the one at actually Indian of Cincinnati is actually a low number, like 42 or something like that.
Yeah, I've seen it, and I don't remember what the number is.
Yeah.
I've seen it a couple times.
But Indian of Northern Kentucky ride NKY actually sold theirs like instantly. Some guy bought that sucker up really quick. He actually traded like 2 motorcycles, one burned up before he got it traded in. Talk about a story. So the guy wanted this motorcycle so bad that he was going to trade his Challenger and a Pursuit in. He was changing his handlebars in his Challenger because he wanted to keep them, and shorted it out and burnt the bike down. I mean, to the ground.
Yeah.
Luckily, insurance paid enough that he got his bike. So, because that would have been tricky. That would have been tricky if it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's a weird story. Because I was interested in a little bit of that motorcycle. I just didn't. I mean, it's just a little too. I don't know, too dark for me. Too green. The greens doesn't. You can barely see the green.
I'm not a big fan of green vehicles.
Yeah. I am either.
Anyway, so the color combination doesn't interest me too much.
So Max, we're gonna get your shirt tomorrow. It's gonna cost you $38.
Plus tax and delivery.
Oh yeah, don't forget the tax.
And delivery.
Oh, delivery too. It does cost a lot of money to go over there. But
that's about 45 minutes each way.
Yes,
to
it is.
Get down there and get back.
It is.
It's not that far. It's just the congestion down
Well,
there.
you know what? It's 45 minutes, but it also is 14 hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 14 hours to come down here and get him a shirt.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I should charge him a little more.
That's going to be one heck of a delivery charge, Max. Just be ready for it.
All right, but anyway, anybody else got any questions for us? I mean, we're here. I think we're going to be calling it quits here pretty soon, but we got like 10 more minutes. Let us know. Do you guys have any questions? Do you want to talk about Mob of the Mountains a little bit in the comments. We'll ask you some questions like, how many vendors were there? How many bikes were there? It looked like a lot. It looked like at least 50 that I know. How many bikes did you have? Also, if you're, I just found this out because I talked to Jeff down in, I don't know if I can actually announce some of that stuff, but if you really want to go to the Indian dealership, or actually the owners event down there in Tennessee, they're opening it up, I understand, right now for more people to go down there. I think right now it's around 500 some bikes. So, but looks like they're going to open it up for more.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be a pretty good size event.
It's going to be a big event. Yep. Yeah. So, and they've working their butts off. Now, if you get that week off, they got rides every day that week. And on the July 27th, we'll give you more information about it. But they do some massive rides out there all week long. The IMRG out there, and I think some of them's to the Dragon, some of them's to this, some of them's that. I mean, they said there's no road that is a bad road that they're going on. These are curvy. If you like curvy, they're fast. Yeah. And
sounds like it's going to be a good time. Cruising around Tennessee, outside of town there, that'd be a good ride.
I think Tennessee, other than maybe out west, is probably some of the best roads for riding. I mean, a lot of people talk about the Dragon. I think the Dragon is overrated. I mean, it's a nice road. You got a lot of stupid people on that road, but really, it's not that bad. It's not really that bad. A lot of people think you're gonna kill yourself on that thing. It's not that bad. What do we got here? Wind therapy at it. I am looking forward to the year's owners event. Yeah, it's gonna be a good event. It's going to be a really good event. We're, like I said, I don't know if you heard me earlier, we're going to be doing, don't quote me on this, we're going to be doing, hopefully, a podcast at the event, maybe twice, at the dealership when everybody's checking in. It's going to be fun. Hopefully we'll get some subscribers there and knock it out of the park. But that is going to be a good event. All right. What's that? Max got there. Never mind. Oh, my gosh.
I think we got Max upset.
Oh, man. What's he got here?
Now he's Mad Max.
So let's see here. Never mind. Revenge is a dish best served cold. I'm surprised you didn't do a remote with Finesse. Was there? I'm sorry I didn't get to meet him in person. All right.
Yeah, Finesse wasn't feeling well enough to do a remote podcast.
Yeah, he was. He was not feeling very good. We were actually at the dealership. We were going to go eat lunch. He was going to get a hamburger. We actually was trying to save it because we were actually going to a all-you-can-eat freaking seafood buffet later that night, and that was actually freaking fantastic.
Oh yeah,
by the way. Actually, I was in so much pain after that. I mean, I was about to die. I ate so much food. It was too much food. But on our way, he calls me, and I'm thinking that he's thinking, hey, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going to this certain hamburger place that's supposed to be rated very good. And he calls me and says, man, guys, my head is pounding me. I really need to go home. I'm going to go to the condo and go to sleep. And we pulled over to the gas station because I thought maybe he can get some aspirin there, but we talked for a couple minutes. We didn't even get a picture with Finesse.
Yeah.
I am so disappointed. But anyway, but we did meet him. We talked for like almost 45 minutes at that one store. We stayed at about 40 minutes at the dealership. Great guy. Go to his channel, and subscribe. He does great content. And what is that? Yeah. His wife's so nice too.
Yeah,
and his kids.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Nice, well-behaved kids. Oh my God. I wish most people's kids were like that. Oh my gosh. Came out and met us. They wasn't shy or nothing.
Yeah.
One's very tall. The other one looks like he's going to be a scientist. Oh my God. Yeah. Great kids. Uh-oh. Connie's watching now.
Uh-oh, we
we're
gotta
in
behave,
trouble now.
man.
Where the hell's she at?
I don't know. Probably watching from down on the beach. She has
Oh,
a
boy.
crowd. She has a crowd gathered around her phone, no doubt, watching us.
Oh yeah. Hopefully it's some new subscribers. Once again, hit the like button if you haven't done already. Let's see how many people like this podcast. Only 6. There's 12 people watching. I know they're new people because people leave and go all the time. So if you're watching right now and you haven't hit the like button, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get a couple of subscribers. I like to get to at least 550 so I can put something in the box. When we get to 100, we're going to get something from BC Customs, a custom pair of levers. You know, so let's do that. Let's get us up there, man. Get us up.
So, can I get in on the drawing?
No,
Am I eligible for it?
No.
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 Why not?
It's not fair.
Not fair.
Hey, how's the mics? We got mics. We got wireless mics on tonight. How's the sound? Is it really bad or is it good? Give us some input there. That'd be great. And Connie, make sure you bring us some ice cream back up here. We want some ice cream.
Yeah.
They're having some kind of luau back.
Luau, yeah,
Luau,
they're doing
that's what it
something
is.
back there.
Yeah.
People running around with coconut
Coconut
tops and grass skirts. I didn't
Yeah,
want
we
to
gotta
be
go
part
down
of it.
there. We gotta see some of that. Come on.
Yeah,
That might
Max.
be something that.
Max, they have kilts here. They're made out of grass.
Yep. All right. Well, I think we're almost done. If anybody's got anything, I don't like to keep everybody up. We started almost an hour ago. But if you got any questions, sound is good. Good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
This is the first time we ever used these. I have so much equipment. It's unbelievable.
Everybody says it sounds good. Finesse is dropping off.
Well, Finesse,
So,
we will have a podcast. Finesse does want Max to ride. What is that? What do you call that? Ride bitch on the back?
Oh yeah. he
On the
does.
way down there. He really does want to meet you. So if you want to be on the back of the motorcycle on the way down there, I will have a spot for you. If Max is still on here. And then we'll have him on the podcast down there. We are still trying to work out Ride and Fish. We'll try to get Ride and Fish down there. I don't know if Beard to Bobber is going to be there, but he's going to be on the podcast in a couple weeks. So check it out. Make sure you're hitting that bell icon so you know when we're live. And we go live every week. We also got some other content coming on. Hey, do us a favor. You got friends out there. Hey, listen, send them a text message with the link to the channel and say, hey, listen, this is a great podcast. Chris is kind of stupid, but Les is pretty smart, and it kind of makes a balance. It's a yin and a yang.
I don't know about that, but yeah, Max says those are not kilts.
And Wind Therapy, Attic, I checked out some of your stuff. It looks pretty cool. And I think we're going to call it, man.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get some
it.
music here.
Is it good music?
It's not like you like.
Okay.
You never like what I like. Let's see here. I can't hear it, so just let me know if this sounds good. The Best of Me, I think it's called.
I have a dream.
All right, everybody have a good night.
I'll
Yeah,
make it
thanks for
happen
joining
with
us.
some
Thanks
work
for
and
tuning in. We
belief.
appreciate it. Appreciate
Know
the
what I
support.
want, so I'll take it on.
Kind of
I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong.
podcast tonight.
Let's break it down.
Yeah, I brought all this
for a minute. I want
equipment.
the
Man. I was not gonna just say, I brought all this stuff, packed it up, a truckload of freaking stuff, and not do something.
I'm closing in the night,
But,
baby, there
we've
ain't
had
no
fun.
point in
Enjoyed,
resisting. Living life like a dream.
Don't worry,
Every
Max.
pride, that's the thing. Every night, got a team. I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, here I'm screaming.
We got
Okay,
killed.
it's a dream, and I pray as a team. One day it'll be me. If I want it, then I'll get it.
And we can't wait to get you on the back of that motorcycle on the way to the sea.
Wait a minute.
What do you
Right?
think? I don't know about that. Anyway, everybody have a good night. See you guys next week. See you on Monday night.
Thanks for joining in.
To see if I